Well, hello everyone. It's me, Christine, again. And welcome back to my second channel where I post outtakes, overnight out tutorials, vlogs, other miscellaneous. So you may have seen some of the photos and the videos from launch, but what I haven't really shown much of yet is the behind the scenes of all that. So I thought it'd be fun to take you guys through preparing for a Holo Taco launch and showing you my whole process. The most recent launch was the pastel rainbow collection. So I filmed everything from writing the shade descriptions for each nail polish for the website to making the spilling nail polish videos. I've always wanted to share more of the behind the scenes and the making of process, and I know I've shared some stuff on Snapchat or on Instagram stories, but I've never really put it all together like this. So I hope you guys find this interesting, and after you're done this video, comment down below something that you didn't know that maybe you were surprised by. Okay, let's begin. Before I take any pictures, I like to start by writing the copy. Now, the shade names of the nail polish have already been decided and have been for months at this point, and that's so we could get them printed on the collection box, which takes the longest to manufacture. But I'll end up writing the descriptions for each shade a bit closer to launch. Your nails are always in mint condition if there's hollow. I need a synonym for fresh, don't judge me. Repeat this process 6 times, and it's about now that I wish I took an artistic writing class. Then it's time to take some pictures of the nail polish so we have them ready for the website and for socials on launch day. All of these little boxes are full of the new linear holo collection. Oh, and this box too, because I need at least 10 of each. I have enough to spill and swatch. Gotta set up my shooting space. Oh, don't be scared by my friend. Swear to God, she scares me every time I walk in here. Even though I put her there. Do not use your nails as tools. Wow. It's a very professional setup here. I have these desk lamps that are broken. Fun fact, I've had these lamps since 2015. It's the same lamps I used in one of my early videos on how to make nail video tutorial. Black fabric. Just turn these on. You're probably wondering why I don't use much better studio lights, and the answer is I've definitely tried, but in my experience the studio lights often have diffusers. So that's like a sheet like or a white panel on top of it that diffuses the light. It's great for your face or, you know, portrait shots, but it's not good for holo. So basically the worst lights seem to work the best. That and an iPhone flash. Got my little clicker so I can turn you off if you misbehave. Let's bring you in closer. First, I'm shooting some close-up bottle shots. I'll definitely spend quite a bit of time setting up the shot with one shade at first because I'm tweaking the lighting and the camera settings to make sure it captures the color, but also the holo sparkle, which is definitely a challenge and takes some practice to get in one shot. If I could take pictures in sunlight, I would, but I live in Canada, so that's a rare thing here. I also like to remind myself how I took photos from a previous collection in terms of the lighting on the bottle and the bottle's position, and I'll try my best to match it. Yeah. My trick is that I use my phone camera flash at the right angle, and that helps bring out the holo, similar enough to the effect you'd see under direct sunlight. So I always like to do pictures and videos at the same time, so the shot is exactly the same. Ooh. Ah. I bite on this thing so much, it's disgusting. I need another hand. 1 down, 6 more shades to go. Damn, look at that holo. I think the biggest tip for me is working with a black or dark surface. So all the boards I work on and all the surrounding objects, as much as possible, I use black, because if I had a white table or big white lights, the white bounces off the holo and kind of dulls the fact that the rainbow prism is trying to, you know. Don't ask me, I'm not a physics channel, I'm a nail polish channel. We got it. We got the shot. Okay, next shade. Now it's brush shot time. There's my reference picture, purple slushy. The viewfinder's upside down, but I need more hands. Problem is I waste so much time setting up the lights and now the rim's all dirty with nail polish. This is exactly why these brush shots make some people uncomfortable, because yes, it mucks up the neck of the bottle, but I do my best to clean the polish off the rim, of course. Sometimes the shot is worth it for the mess though, you'll see more of that later, but I really just want that satisfying hollow coming out of the bottle shot. Next shade, please. It may sound simple, but getting the right brush swipe shot takes time and practice because it's tedious and kind of hard on the wrists. It requires the right flick of the wrist with a certain amount of brush moving swag. Last color. And that's how I'll end up with dozens of pictures of the same thing. Hey, don't call me crazy. What's in your camera roll? And now we take some pictures of the bottom of the bottle. Because I've got a yellow and a green nail, it keeps reflecting off the bottle. So I have to cover my nails in the black fabric. Just there. My hand's wearing a scarf. On to taking some up-close pictures of the side of the bottle, so we gotta figure out the lighting once again. Is this what you expected for behind-the-scenes content? Or did you just think it would be way more professional, rather than me just sitting alone in my dusty-ass basement, moving around broken desk lamps while chewing on my shutter remote? So you can zoom right into the hollow. I think we got it. How many pictures of the side of the bottle do I need? And now we're gonna paint the nail polish on the nails. That's right, it's swatching time. I've got my tea. I like to start by doing all the single nail macro swatches first. That's these ones. And I do them all on the same nail with the same lighting for consistency reasons. And then I'll do the full hand swatches later. Yes, this means I'm duplicating the effort of painting at least one of my nails the same shade to take pictures at 2 different times. But being able to keep the same camera and the lighting in the exact same spot so the conditions are always the same for the same series of photos is the better priority in my opinion. So for the macro single nail shots, I always use the middle finger. Not for any significant reason other than it's just the widest nail. She's gonna be nice and raw after this session. If you've ever wondered why my nails are yellow, repeated nail polish swatching is probably a big reason. That, and I usually use Peely Base, which is not a pigment protector because it's water-based, so it will let the pigments kind of travel through. But as a swatcher, it's much easier for me to use Peely Base, so I can just like kind of peel it off in between rather than use nail polish remover 7 times 2. All right, we are dry. There's a bunch of hair. It's actually pretty tricky to swatch and record at the same time because the camera's coming from this angle, but my face is over here, so I can't actually see that side of the nail without jamming my head into the camera. Sometimes that's why I kind of have to move my nail back and forth just so I can see what I'm doing. But it does make it very tricky to record and paint your nails at the same time. Okay, where was I? Holo Taco. Now we need some glamour shots. The art of moving the nail back and forth. God, the time I spent doing this. All right, now we gotta get the second shot for the macro. Do not mess up the nail. The struggle of showing the hollow. Or you can't even understand me, I'm still eating my shutter release. I think we got it. My battery's low, gotta replace it. And let's do the other 6 shades. Now it's time to import the footage. Hello there. First, I'll go through all my photos on the big screen and flag the best ones of the bunch. I use Adobe Photoshop for my photo editing, courtesy of skills I learned back in grade 10 graphic design class and then me Googling how to use it. So when I'm working on these shots, I'm aiming for consistency, so I'll block out the background, and then I'll focus on color correcting the shot to the extent that it's most reflective of what the scene looked like in real life under the lights that I used. The biggest reason I find I have to color correct is because when you're taking super close-up shots of anything that is mostly one or two colors, in a way the camera kind of loses its ability to register the true color because the color balance just gets thrown off because the shot is experiencing so much of so few colors, if that makes sense. I find purple and blue polishes are a good example of this because they overpower the shot and end up making my skin look really yellow or really green, which is not how my fingers look in real life. I'm not a cadaver on Grey's Anatomy. Color correcting is pretty standard practice for anyone working in photography or photo retouching. And there's also a couple other enhancing elements I'll do to help sharpen the image, like contrast and brightness. And then there's probably some more sophisticated stuff you can do in Photoshop that I don't even know how. But I find I already spend so much time doing this part that I don't want any other skills because then I'll spend more time editing pictures. Luckily, these polishes are so beautiful that not much editing is required. They are natural beauties. Then I make the collages. It's like arts and crafts, but no messy. And then I'll send the pictures off into the clouds for the team to put on the website and all over the internet. Spread the holo, spread the message. Now let's take a look at the video footage. It's so satisfying just looking through the rainbow of footage. Wow. So I include a little bit of text up front here just so it's clear for the team to know which polishes I'm using in what order. Then I'll trim out the dead space before and after the nail painting because the team does not need that. Just get to the point, paint the nails. And just like pictures, there is color correction needed in video. It's the frustrating thing about cameras sometimes. They aren't an accurate representation of reality. I need some music to groove to while I go through the holo.
We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love.
So now I've got a tighter 11-minute video of swatch application footage. And from that, I'll make shorter clips of the nail moving back and forth to be used as a hover GIF on the website, like this. So now every time you hover the nail on the website, you think of me doing a little dance with my fingernail. Now I'm gonna export the footage to send to the team. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot in the Dropbox. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. Where did I put the box? There she is. Keep her in the closet for safekeeping. You never know who's gonna break into my house and steal my Holo Taco collection. Wow. All right, now I got a packet with polish. You should be glad that I'm not doing the packing. Not sponsored. I just need to clean. I'm also using a different camera and lens for these shots because this camera is better suited for wider angle shots rather than super up close shots like for nails. If you're interested in exactly what camera gear I use, I'll leave some links down below in the video description box. Now, because our collection boxes are always some kind of special effect coating that either shifts or refracts rainbows, I often take more than one photo at the same angle, but move around the lights in a different position so I can illuminate the holo or the special effect on different sections of the box. Like, how do you capture this in one single picture? And then in editing, I'll take different parts of the box from different photos that were best showcased with the light and splice them all into the same final photo. So this photo plus this photo equals this photo. Here's another example. I use shots of different sides of the corner of the box and mash them all into one, so you can see that there is in fact holo on every side of the box. I'm pretty sure there's an industry term for this strategy in the photography world. I just don't know what it is. And then sometimes the holo gods strike and you get that magical shot without needing to do all that. Oh! Don't move! Nobody move! By the way, I am most definitely not a professional photographer in any way. I first learned how to use DSLR cameras back in 2015 when I started nail blogging, and I learned everything I know from YouTube videos and Google. I need another battery. Minty, will you go get me another battery? Oh, no. Oh, okay, there's a cat on set. Excuse me, management. There's a cat in the photography studio. Should I take a picture with her? Ready? Benji. Okay, well, I gotta keep taking pictures, so. She's so weird. And here's me opening and closing the box 20 times to get this shot. Camera change. Macro camera. See, it's super tight in, and that's how I'll take some teaser shots. Pictures for the big reveal. Oh, look, see, there's the taco. I am the puppet master. No, I'm the holo master. It's usually at this point that I've started talking to myself. Now let's go. Groovy, baby. My back. Now we load the collection box video footage. You'll notice you can see all the crap on my table in the shot. Let me introduce you to one of my favorite editing tools, Mr. Draw Mask. Simply draw around your object and bam, everything else is deleted into the void, and we keep the focus on the holo. It works best if you're already working on a black background or a surface, of course, but this is a pretty cool tool, and this way I can black out me waving my iPhone flash back and forth. But now you know the truth, so the next time you see the holo moving in a Holo Taco box video, you can just picture me standing there holding my phone waving it back and forth. Uploading box things to the team, whee! I do most of the modeling myself, but sometimes I have stand-ins. Gotta paint my models. Just adding a nice thick coat of Holo Taco. Here, hold that. Thanks. Battery change. We got the battery. I recharge too. There's Mitchie here. I'm gonna have to Photoshop them out. I'll take that and that. Cameras need naps too. And now we're gonna do the full hand swatches because the swatches we did before was only half a hand. Well, not even, more like 1/5 of a hand. Let's get set up for that. Why do I have a security camera in my basement? To protect the nail polish, of course. So I have certain conditions that I like to swatch in. I like to be alone, have something playing in the background, usually a commentary channel or a visual podcast or even sometimes a trashy MTV show. It depends on the mood of the nail polish I'm swatching. I also have my tea, and I spend my time between waiting for coats to dry catching up on socials, often tweeting to you guys. I have a self-imposed limit of 2 swatches at a time, preferably just 2 swatches a day, because otherwise I find my neck and my shoulder get really jacked up from angling my arm to pose and then turning my head kind of sideways to check the viewfinder. If you're an OG subscriber here, you will remember that back in the day I used to be a nail blogger, and I used to swatch and shoot a 7-piece collection in one evening after work. But Simply is no spring chicken anymore. Nope, she gotta watch out for old lady things now. Don't mind me just hanging out here for a minute to decompress my spine. Swatching can be a tedious thing with lots of concentration and focus required to make sure that the hand posing lines up, The nails and cuticles look good, and the lighting in the scene is kept consistent. But there's a whole group of people who love swatching nail polishes out there, so shout out to those people for seeing the joy in this. There is a certain satisfaction though in seeing all of your photos come together and look so uniform. I find it personally rewarding. In between swatches, I also make sure to run around the house and get some quick iPhone shots of my hands under different lighting conditions. I often see customers request this, shots of the Holo or other special effect polishes under different lighting, so I'll head to my bathroom, the middle of my main floor, and outside to get some different shots. The sun doesn't always cooperate with me up here in Canada though, so sometimes you'll get some iPhone flash shots as a substitute. And don't mind my mop head hair. I took a shower on this day. It's a good thing.
Time for the last swatch.
We are the champions. After I finish swatching, I'll go back to my desk and edit the photos and videos. And you know the drill here, make sure that all the nail polish colors are as close to color accurate as possible, and that all my photos are consistent and ready for the website. And they say not to spend more than 8 hours a day staring at your screen. I find this difficult when the Holo is just so beautiful you can't look away. Okay, what's next? Spill shots, the money makers, the clickbait you've all been waiting for. Sorry it took 20 minutes. Wow, sorry for this video being way longer than it needs to be. I'll introduce you to my assistant who's here to help me with these highly complex shots.
Ben, we got work to do.
Okay, we gotta spill some nail polish using this mirror.
Hello everyone, it's me, Christine again.
Archie, whose socks are those? Let's start with sparkling water. Spill some water out. Purify the air. So how this goes is I'm like the director of a nail polish action sequence. And Ben is my lead grip assistant, mostly gripping an iPhone for Holo illumination. Menchie is the production assistant. She financed this shoot, so she does fuck all. But the three of us work together as a good crew, getting Holo things done. What is going on here? Menchie, Daddy has work to do. He's gotta hold the flashlight for Mommy. Look at all her hair. Menchie! Okay, she's done with you. Now you're mine. And now let me just preface this whole spill section by saying, I know spilling nail polish is a controversial thing because I'm wasting the Holo, and Holo is life, but I try not to spill more nail polish than I need to. I tend to do only one take for each shade I spill, so no footage is going to waste. And if you're someone who's into art at all, you will appreciate that the paint is only good if it's spread on something outside the bottle and shared with others. And painting the canvas isn't wasting the paint, it's making the paint into art. Only for me, it's Holo nail polish on a mirror. And my way of preserving that art is filming it and getting some great photos and videos. I've actually been spilling nail polish for years now. I've just always really liked the aesthetics of the sparkles swooshing around or pouring out of a bottle. What a hobby to have, eh? Spilling nail polish can get really tedious, especially if you're doing it in one shot to get it right. Sometimes the nail polish drips too fast or too slow.
It's too slow.
Sometimes the light just isn't right.
We're getting a glare on the bottle, that's not good.
Sometimes there's a Menchie hair in the shot. But it's really rewarding when the shot turns out great.
Beautiful. Yes. It's fucking sick.
These spill shots are usually one of the last things I'll film since now some of the bottles are empty. Shout out to my team, Ben and Menchie. I couldn't have gotten these shots without him.
It's tough being a working mother.
The hardest spill shot by far is the rainbow waterfall shot because we're really at the mercy of gravity and everything just working out perfectly. So I'll usually save that shot for last. A high stress, high stakes spilling situation here.
Yeah, it's life or death.
No! You went to the left.
And then I'll move on to filming the launch video for the main Simply channel. Ben always helps me set up for that shot to get the lighting and everything just right. And then I had to rearrange my shelves before filming to fit the new collection in. And sometimes I'll even film some nail art. Who saw my pastel rainbow gradient nail tutorial on the Holo Taco YouTube channel? You see, Simply still finds some time to do nail art. Overall, preparing for a full collection launch in terms of the photography and videography will take me several weeks spread out in a few hour chunks at a time. It is a lot of work, probably enough to be a full-time job, but I'm choosing to do it because I want to. I am hoping to move towards a more sustainable workload for me with Holo Taco in the future and continue bringing on other nail polish photographers so I can focus more on creative goals like thinking ahead for new collection concepts and overall brand vision and direction stuff. I think I took a lot of the photography on myself at first because obviously it's my brand and I have a clear vision of how I want everything to look. But we're coming up on our 2nd year anniversary of Holo Taco this July, and we've already been working on building out and hiring on more people to help with the photos and videos, so that's great news. You may have noticed this already on our socials and on our website, holotaco.com. The pictures are not just me anymore. I hope this was interesting to you to see the behind the scenes and kind of my workflow process. I don't think I'll be making another in-depth behind the scenes video like this anytime soon because ironically, this video took me a long time to edit and I should probably be focusing my time on the next collection. All right, everybody, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this wonderful 2nd channel. Wait, is this still my 2nd channel if I have 5 YouTube channels? Anyways, thanks so much for watching and I'll see y'all later. Bye!